This is for the people who just have to go and run and tell, every single thing that they hear. You got to remember that there are three sides to a story. Now, I'm not saying don't talk about whatever it was that you heard to people, but I have two people that I talk to. And anything I hear about somebody or any type of gossip or whatever that goes on, I go to those people because I know for a fact they're not judgmental. And I know for a fact that what I tell them is not going to leave them. It's going to stay with them. Y'all will hear a story, and without verifying the facts or even being there in the situation, and you will go and you'll be telling Jack, Jill, Harry, Kathy, Stacy, and grandma, uncle, auntie, friends, enemies, associates, and you go and run and you just tell every single thing that you done heard, not knowing if what you heard was really true. So you done listen from one side of the story, not realizing that there are actually two sides to that same story, and the story that you heard ain't even really what it was. But now, especially if it's somebody that you don't like, if it's a story about somebody you don't like or could really care less about, you done ran and you done took whatever one person said and you done made that the 100% for real true story. You done made that the law of the story. And so now you done went and you done spread this story to a whole bunch of other people who done also spread the story to a whole bunch of other people, because people don't know how to be quiet. That's what people got to do. They got to go tell somebody business. I don't know what that does for you guys, but maybe it gives you some type of security or freedom in your mind to go and just run and tell people business without knowing the true facts. But here's the deal. There are three sides to the story. So if you feel the need to go and tell somebody business, find you one or two people who you know it ain't gonna leave them and rant on about whatever it is you want to rant on about. Because you done sit here and you heard one side of the story that wasn't even the true side of the story, and you done went and you done helped defame somebody else's character or somebody else's situation because you don't know how to be quiet. You that person where you just gotta go tell somebody. So you done heard this person's story, not knowing that they only told their part of the story, which means they left out a lot of facts, or they left out a lot of other stuff that they did. That way it could seem like their story is true. That way it could seem like they was the victim in the situation. So now you out here wondering why people don't like you, or wondering why now you in a bunch of drama and a bunch of mess, and it's because you don't know how to be quiet. If you really got to tell somebody business like that, find you a good friend who ain't going to spread it, who ain't going to say, oh, well, I heard this from such and such. That's another thing. Like, I got people where if I tell them something, if they was in a situation where somebody else was talking about the same situation and they had to say, well, no, I heard this or I heard that, they not going to say my name. They not going to say they heard it from me. Y'all need to find y'all some real friends. Some real friends that y'all can vent to and ain't going to go tell whatever y'all just told them. Now, you sitting here, you heard one side of the story. Say you know the other person who is involved in that story. Okay, then you heard their side. So now you like, oh my God, such and such didn't say this. So now you got to go run and tell what the second person just told you. So now you got a bunch of false information out there running around that came from your mouth, when all you had to do was be that person that they needed you to be, which was to listen to them vent and leave it right there. But for some reason, you had to go and tell they side of the story and the other person's side of the story, and now it's just a bunch of lies just sitting around there, and people playing Inspector Gadget trying to piece the puzzle together because you done put out so much information that wasn't even true or halfway true, and now everybody is in the community or whatever is trying to piece together the information you done gave out, when all you had to do was stay in your lane, be that ear that they needed you to be, and be quiet. Because you didn't know the full story. You only know what that person was telling you from their perspective. And as we know, everybody is not always, all stories are not always right. We tell things from our hurts. We tell things from our perspectives. And our perspectives is not always right. We don't always tell 100% of the story if it's going to mean that we're going to be in the wrong. If it's going to show that, oh, we had a lot to do with what happened and how it happened, we're not going to tell that side. Well, most people won't tell that side. So we're going to tell you the side we need to tell you to make us look victimized. And then there you go. You done went and spread a whole story that actually ended up being a lie. So when somebody is telling you something, you got to remember there are three sides to a story. So before you repeat it make sure you know all the facts. I would suggest that you don't even repeat it unless you go and you talking to the people that you are confident in talking with, that you know is not going to go and also continue to spread that. Like I say, I got people I talk to. I ain't trying to say I don't, tell people stuff that I done heard. I do. But the people that I talk to, they mature. They grown. They not finna go and start no mess based off what I said from what somebody else told me. And y'all need to find it. Like, y'all don't have that. And that's why there's so much mess going on with grown folks spreading each other business. You got one side of the story, side A. You got the other side of the story, side B. Somewhere in between both of those stories is the real truth. And that's why I'm very careful. I listen to a lot of people. There's so many people tell me stuff that I don't even know. But you're not going to find that Brandy went back and told nobody nothing. Because even if I relayed what was told to me, it was to the two confident people. Or one confident person that I know ain't judgmental. That I know is not finna go and be like, Brandy said this, Brandy said that. Oh, this happened with such and such. Y'all gotta find some good people. Y'all so busy trying to go and spread so much stuff for what? I don't get it. I've never been that person. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get what y'all get out of that. And then again, you find yourself, your name come up and you wonder why my name come up. I ain't in the situation it is. Because you felt the need to go and spread somebody's business without knowing the full facts. So now you in the midst of the mess and gotta try to clear your name. When all you have to do is just be quiet. Listen to these people's story. Tell them, give them advice. If they was wrong or whatever the case, let it be what it is and then move on. You ain't gotta go spread nothing. I don't understand. What do y'all get out of it? But if y'all one of those people that just gotta talk, find you somebody that you can talk to that won't tell what you just told them. Because again, the story that you telling most likely ain't even the right story. Because there are three sides to every story. If y'all the ones that always running your mouth, please work on that. Grow up and have a good day.